And he's back! So, in case you guys are wondering why for the last few weeks I've been posting videos, because of, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but this is a brand new camera. In fact, this is a camera. Before this I was using a really terrible, suffice to say, webcam, and now, thanks to droidnerds.com, visit it now, I have gotten this brand new spanking decent camera, which I'm going to use now for videos. So I wanted to wait 2 weeks, take a little bit of a break for this new video camera to come, because it's a huge step up. But thanks for guys for sticking with me. I hope I guys haven't kept you guys waiting. And in case you're wondering where my nose is red, it's because I got sunburnt at the concourse this weekend. Anyway, I know you guys aren't really interested in my personal life, so let's start with some Android news. Of course, as usual, app time. This week, Google held a press conference to announce two new apps, Google Voice Search and Google Search. The Google Search is, pretty much like the old search, but the big thing here is Google Voice Actions, which, if you have an Android 2.2 phone, which not a lot of you do, or a lot of you do, then you will now be able to get this. You can do things like use actions like, email whatever, text whatever. It works really well, and it's a good competitor for Flingo, which has now made its app free. G4 TV has released an official app for Android, so if you're interested in Android in video gaming, then I would check that out and download it. Chrome to Phone has also been officially released now for Android and is on the Android market if you have a 2.2 phone. Android will be getting Adobe Air by the end of the year, and TweetDeck, the really great Twitter, Facebook, Google Buzz, whatever client, and Foursquare client for iPhone has now officially hit open beta for Android. I've downloaded it. It's actually really nice, and it's actually made me tweet more. But if you want to go to www.tweetdeck.com, I'll post the link in the bottom bar, along with the link to droidnerds.com. Visit it. I'm serious. And finally, Netflix will be coming to Android eventually. We don't really have an ETA, but eventually. And it's tablet news time. The Samsung Galaxy Tab announcement might just be coming in September, but thanks to firmware, we now know that it has a 480 by 800 resolution rear camera, 480 by 800 resolution screen, a rear camera with 2048 by 1536 resolution support, and can shoot video. The front-facing camera has a resolution of 240 by 320. It has a 1 GHz ARM11 processor with S5 PC110. I don't know what that means. It has swipe support, and yeah, it looks pretty solid. Best Buy is making a tablet called the Rocketfish, and it is an Android 2.2 tablet. So that should be interesting. The Asus 10-inch ePad EP101TC will be coming out in March and will cost under $399, so probably $389. I don't know. I might have to start a category for Android games, because Sony Ericsson is readying an Android 3.0 phone, PlayStation phone. It is sliding. It is potentially sports a 1 GHz Snapdragon. It has a screen between 3.7 and 4.1 inch. It has a D-pad, a long touchpad. It is running a skinned 3.0, which is awesome. HP, even though it has acquired Palm, is apparently going to make a Android tablet, but it's not what you think. It's called the HP Zen, Z-E-E-N tablet. And it's not really much of a tablet as it is a companion to a printer. It's going to probably be an interface to use it, but it's 7 inches. It has a ARM-based processor, a 800 by 480 resolution screen, 512 megabytes of RAM, 4 gigabytes of NAND flash storage. And finally, the Moto tablet will launch with 2.2, and the Dell Streak is now available in the US for AT&T, and it is completely and utterly locked for that carrier, so you're stuck with crappy service. I do apologize. It's time for some phone news, finally. The Xperia X10 is now available on AT&T. It has a 1 GHz Snapdragon, 4-inch TVT LCD screen, 8 gigabytes of onboard memory, paired with a 2 gigabyte micro SD card that comes with it, probably upgradable to 32 gigabytes. It has 8 megapixel camera. It is running 1.6 with the Samsung, with the Sony Timescape, and it is $150 with a 2-year contract. The Dell Thunder has been caught on camera, and I know it's been like 4 months since anyone has heard anything about that, but it's pretty impressive. It has a 4.1 inch screen, possibly a higher resolution than 800 by 480. 720p recording. It's a 2.1. It has Android 2.1 at present. It has a removable 1400 milliamp battery. So it's impressive. The Epic 4G will be released on August 31st for $249.99 on contract. It's a pretty solid phone, and it's gotten pretty good reviews lately, so check it out. HTC Lexicon and HTC B specs have been released. The HTC B specs are Froyo, Sense UI, small 3.2-inch screen with a not very big resolution, and it has a dated 528 megahertz processor. It's pretty low entry level, so whatever. And the HTC Lexicon has a 3.8-inch screen with an 800 by 480 display, a QWERTY keyboard, 800 megahertz MSM 7X30 Snapdragon, and it might go to T-Mobile. And it's, of course, Droid news time. So the Droid Pro, I don't know if you guys have heard about this, but details have emerged about it. It has a 4-inch screen, 1.3 gigahertz, and will probably be a dual GSM CDMA support. So that means it's also a world phone. That's pretty cool. Speaking of world phones that are droids, there is leaked that a White Droid 2 will be released. That will be both CDMA and GSM. So for you people who like the Droid but want a world phone, that's for you then. And the Droid 2 is out right now, speaking of which. And if you're wondering, has he gotten it? I haven't. And that's for one simple reason. And that would be because of the pictures on my... Wait, you're seeing that's my right. It's my left really, but it's my right. And that would be... I know you guys have probably heard about this, but it is the Droid 2 R2D2 model. Or as I call it, the Droid 2 D2. Clever, right? It's clever. It's awesome. And it's coming out September 30th. But I'm going to get one. Yes, there's limited, but you know what? I don't really care. It's fine. I'm a nerd, aren't I? Whatever. But yeah. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I'm glad to be back. And I've been really busy with work and all that stuff. So I actually do enjoy being back. And if you guys want to see more of me, or hear more of me, I don't know why you would, but if you do for some strange reason, go to droidnerds.com and check that out. Also, subscribe to me if you want the latest in Android news. Subscribe to me regardless of what you do, but go to droidnerds.com anyway. Yeah. So, if you guys enjoyed this, I'll see you next week.